Oh, she's just, how old is she?
She's only one.
Yeah.
And
She's not sure that you like her smell as much as she would like you to like it.
Esther's saying, they're just saying that Esther calls her Stinkerbell sometimes.
Ah, right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So weirdly, I know this is really weird, Esther. It's not that they understand the English, I don't think, but they understand the intention behind the words. If you think about every word, it's got a kind of a vibe. Oh, and there's a running around the house that happens as well, and it doesn't involve her, it involves the young children. And it's when they come in from, I feel it's when they come in from school, or when they put their bags down or their shoes down.
And no, Greta and I chase each other up the stairs.
There's a lot of running
Greta.
up, chasing each other, yes.
Ah, okay. So what's the name of your little Jack Russell person?
Smudge.
Smudge. And Smudge, is he
Gone
on the other side? Yeah. Talking about breathlessness now, I know that's a bit of a theme at the moment, isn't it, with COVID, but I'm hearing something about breathlessness. I don't know whether it's a human that's breathless or whether he was breathless.
The final diagnosis that we had was that he was shallow breathing.
Oh, right. So that made sense, that he couldn't get his breath. So that was him. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And then I'm being given an image of these lots of tiny little puppies that are like him.
My son's getting a Jack Russell pup.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. I feel like you've been praying. I'm seeing somebody down on their knees.
Yeah, maybe not down on my knees, but yeah, in my head.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, but it looks like prayer to me.
Yeah.
Have you been praying for him, or?
Yep.
Yeah, praying that he's safe. And so he's heard that, he's received that, you know, he knows that you've been doing that. She is very fascinated by, I know this is true of all cats, but there's something that goes on in the house that is like movement. So I don't know whether you've got one of those lights that makes them want to chase it, or there's some toy or other that's like that, but she's like really focused on this moving thing that is around in your house. I'm going like that because I feel like it's flicking. Does that make sense?
She's got one of those little red dots, haven't you, that you play with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and she doesn't always like being shut in your room. I don't know whether you take her up to your bedroom and then shut her in so that you can have a nice time up there, but she doesn't really like the door being shut.
No.
I think if it's with the bedroom, it's the other way around, because I have pet rats in my room and I don't allow her in my room.
Oh, right.
Oh,
I'm on the wrong side of the bedroom door. Yeah. Ooh, we're going into spooky realms now. She's saying she's warning you about something in the house that isn't corporeal. I'm going to say that as a euphemism. Do you understand what I mean, Mummy? No. It's so subtle that no one can understand. So it feels like something that's not, you know, like from the other world a bit, like a
Okay.
and she's warning you. The cat, I believe, she's quite a spooky cat, and she's protecting the place, so she will be sorting that out in the other world.
That's amazing.
In the astral world is what I mean. I can't explain. And I've had that from Siamese before, that they are doing that. I mean, brilliantly. If you ever want to protect your pyramid from the dark arts.
Easily.
So
that's
she said she's warning you about something, like she's been trying to tell you.
Well, I think the way she's been doing that is to pee in places where we really don't want to pee.
Oh, bless.
that's funny.
But I just got this image of her scratching at a door, like in a bit of a panic. Did she not like to be stuck behind doors? Did she have separation anxiety?
Yeah.
And I got a glass window at the top of a door. You know, well, I suppose it could be a vet store actually, but it could be in, you know, in a home, but it's kind of, we don't tend to get them anymore like that. But like a square of a window in the top of a door.
Yeah.
Do you have a door like that?
I've got a kitchen and dining room, and it's got like one of the old kind of windows.
Quite old fashioned, yeah. I feel like there were I feel like it was all a bit of a kerfuffle she felt at the end. Sorry, I know it's really sad. Fast and furious, and I'm being handled by, lots of hands or multiple people. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
But she's talking about something about bruising. I don't know whether she had bruising or whether you've had bruising from somebody or something like that.
I
And
fell on Sunday and I'm bruised.
right, okay, all right. So she knows. So she's giving you these things so that she can prove that she's still watching you and still part of your life. I think somebody's vaping. I felt like someone was smoking, but then I think it was vaping rather than smoke because it didn't have the smoke. Is there anyone in your family or that she would have known that's vaping? She doesn't want them to.
My dad, but she doesn't really see him as much.
Right.
But he does vape quite a lot.
But she'll see him now, and she knew him when she was alive. Is that right?
Yeah.
He's vaping and she doesn't like it. She wants him to stop. If you can pass that message on to him.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. So he said he's very happy and he likes the combination of time with others, as in the family, and also time just where things are more peaceful. He doesn't actually want to be left on his own, full stop. He doesn't like that. But he knows that you're there or he can hear you, then he's quite happy pootling about on his own. Showing me that there is a buzzing noise, and I think it's coming from a plug.
Okay.
Which is irritating. I think it's coming from a socket, is what I mean. Low down somewhere.
I wonder if it's the Wi-Fi booster.
Is the booster in that room?
Yeah, not down.
Right. So he and you are very similar. He says you are very strong and very resilient too. He can totally feel that. It's so hard when we live with animals because we just think, oh, they like a bit of attention, they like some water, and they like some nice food, and they like whatever, and we try and keep them happy like that. We don't realize that their presence is a thing that's doing a thing for us. We don't think of that quite often, do we? Especially when we see them in their fursuits. So when I've taught people to do animal communication, sometimes they can do it from a photograph, and then when we get to the bit where we actually look at a live animal, they get a bit stuck. And so sometimes I get them to turn their back on the goat or whatever, so that they stop seeing goat and they start feeling the presence of the goat as a being, as a person, and then they can get the information. And it's like we project what we think we know on these animals, don't we? So they are, they're souls in our lives. He said all of his needs are met apart from your happiness, and that is a need for him, because he's picking up. I feel he's really bonded with you, hugely bonded with you. But he's saying it's not just you. I can feel that he is a family rabbit and that he is caring for others as well. But I feel that maybe you're the one that's most sensitive, that can hear him the best. Does that make sense to you, Helen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Have a good evening. Sweet dreams.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, girls. Bye.